is applying one blanket statement to every situation. You are inherently wrong because of that logical fallacy.
But how am I wrong when it's other actual
Because every situation,
professional analysts that is saying, man, Atlanta did blow a 25-point lead. Man, the Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead against the Cavs. When you had 2 games to close them out at home, regardless who got suspended and who didn't get suspended, man, the Cleveland Indians had a 3-1 lead to close out the Cubs.
Experts
and
don't
they
say
had
that.
2 games.
And no one says that. And everyone just talks about how great it is that the Cubs won and they came back
Because
and
it's
won.
been 108 years.
Does anyone say that the
cup
Indians
half full and the cup half empty?
exactly?
Does
Does
that's what we're
anyone
looking at.
ever say that the Indians blew a 3-1 lead? No one does.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
Should pull up an article talking about it. And in fact, we're going to go to break and you're going to pull up the article talking about it. All right, Rob? It should be easy to find.
He's on.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios at the Ohio Media School in Columbus, Ohio. Your home for all the latest sports news and talk. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland. You'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to BeOnAir.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts
to fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to ScoreOnAir.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to ScoreOnAir.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. ScoreOnAir.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
OH.
IO.
ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio.
The Score.
In a small village in Romania, after the 8th grade, students desiring to attend high school must pay their own way for transportation. From the village of Mochu to Cluj to Apahida, it costs $350 American per year per child for the bus ride of over 1 hour each way. With your help, 8 Roma children will be able to accomplish something their parents and grandparents could not do. Most of their parents have not received an elementary education. This year, 3 boys and 5 girls can have that chance to attend high school. Will you help? Please make a donation of whatever you can to help these 8 children get their high school education. Make your donations payable to Worthington Presbyterian Church, 773 North High Street, Worthington, Ohio, 43085. And add on the memo line, bus transportation. Your donation will make a dream become a reality.
Are you someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you.
Back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Picked up by Steph Curry, 6 to shoot. He's at the right point. He stutter steps. He launches a 3. Hey! Nailed it!
Now it's time for NBA Slam with your host, Corey Irwin. Welcome back, everybody. How's everyone doing today? I'm here with Big E. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not much. I'm glad to have you on my show. I know you're not much basketball, but
Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah.
Hi. So, did you get to catch the game at all?
I did get to catch the end of the third and the fourth.
It was pretty heartbreaking on my end, I got to admit. What about you?
I enjoyed it.
Of course you did.
But I'm a Boston fan, so,
yeah.
you know. I wasn't truly rooting against the Cavs this whole time, but it was kind of like in the back of my mind I knew he wasn't, or not he, but they weren't going to pull this off again.
Right. No, I don't know, man. After that game, after game 4, when the Cavs won, I thought LeBron just had it in him, and they were playing really well, like all the way through the third, and like second quarter into the third quarter, LeBron just had a look in his eye of, I'm going to drive it to the basket, I'm going to score, and I'm going to take over this game, and then it just kind of faded. I don't know if he was tired or what exactly the case was, but I don't know, man. I thought they could have.
Well, that same kind of tenacity carried over to last night's game.
Right.
If you watched it at all, he was, even when they were down by 10 in the fourth, he was still driving and doing layups, dunking, getting points there, and that kind of impressed me because usually what I usually see from him is when they're down, he doesn't have that try.
No, I know exactly what you mean. And it's hard to say that necessarily because he has lost, but he's only lost to amazing teams.
Right. I agree.
And that's like not to bring up the whole Jordan LeBron thing once again, like
every other sports talk.
But it's the whole concept of throughout Jordan's 6 championships, he faced a total of 9 Hall of Famers. Throughout LeBron's race through his championships, how many do you think he's faced?
I think I seen it. It was 20 something.
27. But
27. Then again, you got to think it's a whole new game.
It is.
These athletes there's more athletes today, I think, for basketball than there was in the Jordan or Larry Bird or, all those guys' era.
Right.
I mean, the game is played a whole different way.
And we're in the era, and I hate to say it, but we're in the era of super teams.
Right.
And I don't think we're going away from that. And I think, if anything, the Cavs are going to either reload or get somebody else that's going to be huge.
Who do you think they can get?
Paul George.
They
can sneak that in.
But does anybody have to take a cut?
Nah, man. Get rid of J.R. Smith and get rid of Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, well.
Now you lose your big man, you're going to have to get a center, which I honestly believe it or not, JaVale McGee, just saying. But, they need a center. They need a true center is what they need. Because Tristan Thompson's great. I love Tristan Thompson. He's a great rebounder, but they paid him too much money. And if we could have Paul George, I'd pick Paul George over Tristan Thompson any day of the week.
Any day.
So, but the only thing that I was concerned about, that I was talking to my buddy yesterday, was what happens if, can Paul George, suck up his pride and do it and become the 4th man on the Cavs?
I don't know.
The guy on the Pacers.
Right.
Can he kind of bring it back?
I don't know. That's going to be a tough fit for him to know, to take a step back or a seat back and be like, I got to be a team player. I don't have to do this all on my own.
Yeah, and you saw how frustrated he was against the Cavs in that series. And he put all of his effort in, but he could not get past it, and the team was just not good enough.
Well, I mean, if he wants a championship and Cleveland offers, why not take it?
Now, the only thing that scares me is his attitude. Now, if he comes to the Cavs, I'm sure LeBron would check it any day of the week. But it's that, remember when it was game, I forget what game it was, either 2 or 3, but the Pacers had a chance to win it, and C.J. Miles took the shot and ended up missing. And Paul George, after the game, goes, I need to take that shot. Well, guess what? Paul George has never made a game winner in his entire history of playing.
Well, I mean, it's easy when the game's over to be like, "Oh, I should have took that shot."
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a kind of attitude and comment like that. That's like, really, why would you say? I mean, anybody could. The coach should have been could say, "I could have took that shot and made it." After the fact.
Well, if you look at the Cavs, technically,
right?
Ron Lue, come on now. No, but I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what the Pacers have left to do other than trying to get assets and regrow, because this whole thing that they're trying to do now, just like how the Raptors and Toronto Raptors and Boston Celtics, they're just right under the cuff.
But this draft is going to be important
to
some teams, to a degree.
Teams, yes. And I don't know. Do you think Markelle Fultz is going to do much for your Boston Celtics?
I don't know. With Isaiah Thomas on that team, all they need is just one more, playmaker,
right,
to be a little bit over the line. You know what I'm saying? Because they were good, obviously, to be first in the East and to win
LeBron's
games.
Rest days.
But when you're only counting with counting for Isaiah Thomas against LeBron James, Kevin Love, and all those superstars, you ain't gonna win.
No, yeah.
You need at least something to make to try and make a run.
Right. Do you think Isaiah Thomas, they should keep him?
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't part with him.
I mean, I understand it, but what if this happens? What if they traded Isaiah Thomas, pick up Lonzo Ball, and get off the trade a Gordon Hayward or a Paul George?
No. Lonzo Ball,
he's
already been vocal enough about going to Lakers, and Lakers, I guess, have been vocal and saying, yeah, we want you.
Right, and I know we're definitely going to talk Alonzo a little bit more later. That's for sure.
But I don't know if I talked to you about this, about the Boston Celtics should take Lonzo Ball and hold him hostage.
Oh, yeah. No, you told me this off the air a couple days ago.
Yeah, hold him hostage for the Lakers and get 4 or 5 more picks.
You can't. They won't do that.
But you know what I mean?
He's a great player, but he's not worth that much.
If they're looking for the next Kobe, which they say he is, or his dad says he is.
No, he's I shouldn't even say that. Sorry, that came off wrong. He's a different player than Kobe.
Right, I understand that. But I mean, if they want that superstar in L.A., why not hold him hostage for a bit?
Everyone's been saying that the Celtics would take Markelle Fultz.
Right, yeah.
Or Josh Jackson, for that matter. If I were the Lakers, I'd pick up Josh Jackson and trade away Brandon Ingram. He is a lost cause in L.A.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's just because of L.A., or do you think just the way he plays?
No, I just think he needs to be on a team that has a veteran small forward above him.
Yeah, I agree.
And he needs to hit that weight room. Now, I'm not one to talk, don't get me wrong, but
me and you either.
Right. But no, he's just a little bit too small for the small forward position. He's too tall for the shooting guard. So, I don't know what you do with him. And he hasn't shown much improvement this year.
Yeah, I agree. Well, back to the game last night.
Right, tangent.
How do you think Golden State did with guarding LeBron for most of the night?
See, this is what makes me aggravated on that point is with LeBron, he had an underrated triple-double in the NBA Finals, first ever, by the way. So, what do you do with that? He has an underrated triple-double. How is that possible? First time ever in NBA Finals history. The guy has a triple-double, and it's underrated. How's that? What do you do with that?
I wouldn't say it's underrated because, he's LeBron James. He could have a horrible game, and that's all they talk about. He has a very, very good game, and that's all they talk about.
Right.
So with Kevin Durant winning the MVP and winning a championship with Golden State, the talk ain't going to be about them winning. It's going to be about LeBron James.
Right. I know, and it's what else you say? But we'll definitely gonna touch more back on that in a little bit. But right now, you're listening to ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
This is Bob McElligott, the radio voice of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and you're listening to the new generation of sports talk radio. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Nasty's Sports Bar in Reynoldsburg is under new management. Located at 6150 East Main Street, the home for Taco Tuesday is rejuvenated and the home for great food and family fun. Nasty's Sports Bar is a great place for happy hour, serving $2 domestics, $3 glasses of wine, and $5 appetizers, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call 614-864-2827 to find out the daily specials. Nasty's. Great food, family fun, with a cool name.
Listen to scoreonair.com for your chance to win. Every Friday, we will be giving away a prize pack, and here's how you can qualify. Send us a message with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth to our Facebook or Twitter accounts. Just search Your Score on Air, or you can call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to win. It's that easy. A new winner will be selected every Friday at 7 p.m. This is your home for the new generation of sports talk radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
Does your son or daughter struggle with nerves when it comes to competing in sports? If so, it's important to know that this is perfectly normal. In fact, professional athletes struggle with the very same anxieties that your son or daughter does while competing. Nerves are a result largely because of cognitive appraisals, and what that means is how we perceive things often dictates how our bodies will respond. You might want to think of this as fight or flight. In fact, when I work with athletes, I ask them, do they view pressure situations as challenges or do they see them as threats? If they view them as challenges, they often gain confidence, sharpen their focus, and become even more motivated to succeed. But if they see the situation as threatening, that's when anxiety creeps in and usually compounds matters. So it's important that you look at skills that can help, including deep breathing, using imagery, and reminding your child of the importance of positive self-talk.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BeyondAir.com.
Are you a sports fan looking to expand your sports memorabilia collection? Well, First and Goal has you covered better than the Ohio State Secondary. First and Goal is your #1 place to find all the sports collectibles of your dreams. We are located at Polaris Fashion Place in Columbus and the mall at Fairfield Commons of Beaver Creek. Stop on in and you'll find autographed jerseys, helmets, photographs, and much more that will make you the envy of the neighborhood. Feel free to give us a call at 614-896-1016 for our store at Polaris, or call us at 937-427-4737 in Beaver Creek. For all your sports collectibles and more, it's First and Goal.
Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Are you looking for a new career? Not just a job, but a fulfilling career? If you want to work in media, radio, television, sports broadcasting, or film and video production, you need to check out the Ohio Media School's Columbus campus today. Their updated radio and television broadcasting program will even have you ready to work in a field you'll love in just 8 months. Stop by the Ohio Media School's audio and video studios today to see it for yourself. Visit BeOnAir.com. That's BeOnAir.com.
Do you like talking Buckeyes?
Yes! Oh my God!
So do we.
Just not all the time.
We're home for the largest variety of sports talk. This is the new generation of sports talk radio.
New generation of sports talk radio.
ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
The Score.
The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
Chris Holtmann left Butler to become the next men's basketball coach at Ohio State. It was announced Friday. He agreed to an 8-year deal with the Buckeyes and will receive $3 million per season, sources confirmed to ESPN on Friday. The Cavaliers' reign as NBA champions is just about finished. Kevin Durant is seeing to that. Durant scored 14 of his Warriors-high 31 points in the fourth quarter and allowed Golden State to steal a 118-113 win in Game 3. No team has ever recovered from an 0-3 deficit in the NBA playoffs, which is where the Cavs sit right now. Game 4 is tonight at 9 on ABC. Coming off a 4-game sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals, the Reds engage in a 6-game West Coast swing beginning today against the Los Angeles Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Reds rookie left-hander Amir Garrett will oppose Dodgers southpaw Rich Hill in the opener. Garrett and the Reds will try to end a 6-game losing streak at Dodger Stadium, where they also have dropped the past 5 series. Coverage begins at 9:30 p.m. on Fox Sports Ohio. The IOC added 3-on-3 basketball to the 2020 Tokyo Olympic program on Friday in an effort to give the games a more youthful and urban appeal. In another move towards street sport, BMX freestyle cycling will join the Olympics for the first time. For the latest news, scores, and updates, keep it locked right here to the new generation of sports talk radio. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
You're listening to the home of the latest sports news and updates in Columbus. Streaming live on YouTube and the worldwide TuneIn Radio app. This is ScoreOnAir.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Corey Irwin, a.k.a. The Beard, and I'm here with a few guests.
Which segment we're on.
Whoa.
Oh, no, you told me to find the article.
There we go. Now we're back.
There we go.
Sorry about that. Forgot to hit a button. My bad. So we're here with Eldre Nepoli. What's up?
How you doing, man?
Doing good. So, said you just walked in. Did you end up watching the game last night?
Yes, I did. And I was like, right after the game ended, I said, you know what? I got to make sure I get some NBA slamming. We got an NBA champions record breaking all over the place. Even on the losing side, we had record breaking.
Yeah.
So we had a great final.
Yeah, we did, and we were just going over that. We were talking. LeBron James had the first triple double ever in finals history.
Yes, amazing feat. This dude right here, we got to really take our time and appreciate what this man has done and the team, what it took to beat him.
Right. No, exactly.
This is what it took to beat a LeBron James, and through all of that, he still averaged a triple-double.
An under-the-radar triple-double. Mad to that.
So he did a good job. Kyrie let him down in this one. I believe in this one right here, Kyrie let him down.
I don't know if I could say that. They were just outgunned, man.
Kyrie got out. This particular series, I believe Steph got him first series. First time they faced each other in the finals. Second time, I believe Kyrie got him. I believe this time Steph Curry got him.
I believe you have to go with the bench. Golden State's bench
was way
better.
Iguodala yesterday was the difference.
Right.
He was without Iguodala's 20 points. I believe the Cavs win yesterday.
Oh, I do too.
Iguodala came out for 38 minutes.
He was the difference yesterday.
And then the bench just outscored.
Right.
Golden State's bench outscored Cleveland's bench by far.
But I always, when you're a number one player, and because we always measure LeBron James to Michael Jordan, I still hold him accountable far as this. You have to figure it out. All the Kobe's,
right.
All the Michael Jordans, somehow, even if they thought they was outgunned, they figured it out. And that's why I hold LeBron James accountable. And Tyronn Lue could have made some changes. I feel Derek Williams should have been thrown in there just to see what he had. Go small and see what he can do with this lineup. And there's a couple of things Tyronn Lue could have done.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, what do you think about this? Me and Eppley were just talking about it right before we went to break, and it was about LeBron. It was, now, like I said, I don't want to bring up the whole Michael Jordan versus LeBron thing every single time.
Okay.
But LeBron's now 3-5 in the finals.
Right.
So, but now look who he's faced. Michael Jordan in his six rings faced a total of 9 Hall of Famers.
6 rings. We got to put it in proper perspective. People always say 6 rings.
Yes.
Won 3 in a row.
3 and 3.
Retired, and came back, won 3 again.
Well, allegedly retired.
LeBron James has went to 8 straight finals. To lose them, you have to go.
Right. Yes.
So 8 of them. Michael is great. I swear to God, the 6 championships is great. But it wasn't 6 in a row.
No.
3, LeBron James didn't take a break. As great as Michael Jordan is, he did take a break. LeBron James has been to 8. To lose 5, you have to go.
Right.
Would you call it a break though if he would played another sport though? Right?
See, yes, because he wasn't very good at the sport. And
well, it
played.
doesn't matter if he's good or not. He's still
barely
working.
Played. And
he's still training, still working out.
All right, not to discredit baseball by any means, because I love watching baseball, but he's not out there playing professional football. He was playing minor league baseball.
Very easy on the body.
Right.
I think that's what Corey is saying. That's not hard on the body. It's not a toll on the body.
Right.
So LeBron James didn't take a break.
Right.
And as much pressure. Isaiah Thomas said this yesterday, and it made me I never even thought about it this way. While LeBron James is the best player to ever do it, LeBron James was the only player in the world that had to teach himself.
Yeah.
Nobody. Michael Jordan had, or the coach at Carolina. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had his great coaches at the Lakers. Isaiah Thomas had Knight and Daly at the Pistons. LeBron James is the only great player that ever taught himself. That is big, to be a grown man, day one, being the number one player, and taught himself how to be the greatest ever. That is amazing.
It is. It absolutely is. But anyways, just because it's been bugging me and I know he's been sitting here for a minute, here's Q. Come on the mic, Q. I see you sitting there. Hey.
Hey, people, what's happening?
There he is. Hey. But yeah. So, did you end up watching the game since you're finally in the conversation?
I watched every moment of it.
What'd you think?
What did I think?
You and your Cleveland hating mind.
The last game.
One of those.
No, I'm really not. I'm not. Cleveland did a good job last night. That bench, I'll tell you, Cleveland's bench, they could have kept them sitting down for sure.
I know it's just old. Like I know LeBron likes his veterans, but that bench is just old.
It was crazy.
Corey, is this job too big for Tyronn Lue?
I don't know if I can say that though, because they won a championship.
I think Luke was a good coach. I think he had a lot of different influences.
And let's not forget,
his coaching.
The greatest regular season team in NBA history added the second best player in the NBA. Let me say that one more time. The greatest regular season team in NBA history added the second
I've been arguing with people
best player in the
this
NBA
all day. That is so misleading. The year Golden State won 73 wins, it was the weakest the NBA has ever been total. And then they won 73 wins, and then they faced a real team like Cleveland, a healthy team. And we actually saw these guys, when it comes to adversity, they can't get through it. That's why Cleveland won. Then what happened was, because you know what? They didn't have any closers. Then they added a closer. Golden State was never as good as that record proclaimed them to be. We got caught up in that record and thought this team was good. They wasn't. That's why Cleveland was able to beat them. Healthy Cleveland.
No, that's not true at all, because Golden State could have won that series in 5 games.
Healthy Cleveland was a skeptical healthy Cleveland, though. It wasn't.
But they won it.
They won it.
At the end of it, they won it.
They didn't know
coming back.
They didn't know they was a real team.
3-1.
I believe if they don't add Durant to this team, Cleveland beat them again.
That's what I said. But
because they're not that good as that 73 record that they put up.
It's because LeBron James is the greatest player in the world.
But if you win 73 games, you're supposed to be the champion at the end of 73 games. Don't you supposed to be the one, the ring holder at the end of that?
Not when you're going up against the greatest player in the history of the NBA.
The last team to do it was 72-10.
The
Chicago Bulls. They won the ring, right? This team won 73 games and lost the ring. They wasn't as good as the 73-game record proclaimed them to be.
Okay, let me ask you this straight up. In your honest opinion, would this Warriors team lose to the 95 Bulls?
Yes.
In a 7-game series?
Because the difference.
Why?
The difference would be Scottie Pippen on Durant, and Rodman will mess Draymond Green all up. Draymond Green might get thrown out of game because of Rodman. He will have that much mental power over him.
Truths.
And that's the game. That's the series.
Would they
Those
win?
two right there.
I don't think they would win.
That's the series right there. Scottie maintaining Durant, not locking him down. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that. Maintaining him. Man. Getting stops when he needs to be. And then you got Rodman messing Draymond completely all up.
I for sure.
And that's the series. And I believe it would be so messed up, Draymond would wind up getting thrown out one game.
Now, that's true, but listen, who's going to shoot the threes on the Bulls?
It's not going to need to be because their
defense.
That's
not true at all.
Their defense is going to be.
You don't need threes.
You won't need it with that. That defensive team was a monster. Michael Jordan was not only the top player offensively, he was one of the top players defensively also.
You need threes.
You need threes.
I don't think so.
Fine. They'll be fine.
I mean, they can make threes every once in a while, but you don't need as many threes as you think they would.
LeBron James is a better three-point shooter than Michael Jordan.
I think we're missing a very important factor. Phil Jackson's coaching.
Yeah,
you think that man is going to sit up there and let them people just launch threes like that without some type of maybe one game, but you don't think when he comes back, when he goes look at tape, he won't have something to counter that? That's Phil Jackson.
Hey, what he's saying is true. I think LeBron really has been his own coach since he's entered into the NBA.
Well, yeah.
He has.
For sure.
He has.
And
nobody
that's what
taught
I was gonna
LeBron
say about,
James how to play.
Your argument about him teaching himself. Mm-hmm. I think that's a little bit on himself too.
Yeah.
Because he just shoves everybody away, being like, "Don't tell me how to play," because I didn't have to go to college. I didn't have to prove myself. Straight out of high school, I came into the league.
I agree with you, Abilene. Sometimes his greatness is his flaw.
Right.
I agree with you, Abilene. I agree
and
with that.
Don't tell me how to play my game.
I agree with that. And that's my most frustrating part when I look at him. Like, he's so great that sometimes he don't have to be.
Right.
Right.
And that's the frustrating part. I agree with that. I agree.
I mean,
I definitely understand that as well, man. But when we come back, we're definitely gonna be talking some Golden State and how Kevin Durant won the MVP of the series, which that's gonna be interesting.
Real MVP.
Stick around.
Broadcasting from the Score On Air studios.
NWA Midwest Championship Wrestling is looking for interns. Have you heard of Ric Flair? Well, this is the company that brought you Ric Flair before he went to the WWE, and we're looking for interns to work behind the scenes hand in hand with production, with audio, with video, and with podcasts and radio. Contact Damon Dury, the big dog, at 740-971-3968.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
to hockey
to martial arts
to fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to ScoreOnAir.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to ScoreOnAir.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. ScoreOnAir.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
IO.
ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio.
The Score.
The Be On Air Network, bringing you the best of the best in internet radio from across the country. From Miami to Denver to Chicago and Cleveland, you'll hear all the top shows from all of our college stations. For more information on the Ohio Media School, go to BeOnAir.com. Be On Air Network, bringing you the best college radio has to offer.
Are you someone who has always dreamed of a career in sports media? The Ohio Media School now offers a 6-month sports emphasis program to prepare you for a whole new career. Whether it's radio or television, play-by-play or production, the Ohio Media School has you covered. You will receive training from professionals that are actually in the industry. The Ohio Media School will get you where you need to be for a successful career in this exciting, expanding field. To schedule a visit, call 614-655-5250 or go to beonair.com. Stop dreaming about a career in sports and make it a reality at the Ohio Media School.
The new generation of sports talk radio. Here's your ScoreOnAir.com Score Center update.
Chris Holtmann left Butler to become the next men's basketball coach at Ohio State. It was announced Friday. He agreed to an 8-year deal with the Buckeyes and will receive $3 million per season, sources confirmed to ESPN on Friday. The Cavaliers' reign as NBA champions is just about finished. Kevin Durant is seeing to that. Durant scored 14 of his Warriors-high 31 points in the fourth quarter and allowed Golden State to steal a 118-113 win in Game 3. No team has ever recovered from an 0-3 deficit in the NBA playoffs, which is where the Cavs sit right now. Game 4 is tonight at 9 on ABC. Coming off a 4-game sweep of the St. Louis Cardinals, the Reds engage in a 6-game West Coast swing beginning today against the Los Angeles Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Reds rookie left-hander Amir Garrett will oppose Dodgers southpaw Rich Hill in the opener. Garrett and the Reds will try to end a 6-game losing streak at Dodger Stadium, where they also have dropped the past 5 series. Coverage begins at 9:30 p.m. on Fox Sports Ohio. The IOC added 3-on-3 basketball to the 2020 Tokyo Olympic program on Friday in an effort to give the games a more youthful and urban appeal. In another move towards street sport, BMX freestyle cycling will join the Olympics for the first time. For the latest news, scores, and updates, keep it locked right here to the new generation of sports talk radio. ScoreOnAir.com, the score.
You're listening to the home of heart-pounding, adrenaline-pumping sports. Broadcasting from Ohio Media School in the greatest city in the state. In the greatest state in the country.
In the greatest country in the world.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Corey Irwin, a.k.a. The Beard, here on ScoreOnAir.com, The Score. So, we're talking some Kevin Durant, and we're here with Epley and, I'm sorry, what was it again? One more time? Big Cast. So, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
Can't complain. Cavs lost.
Wow. Coming from a Boston fan. How'd that Eastern Conference Finals treat you?
pretty horrible.
That's what I thought.
Pretty horrible.
That's what I thought. Isaiah Thomas, where are you? Where are you?
He's gone right now.
He's injured.
So I wanted to bring up, because we got to talking about...
That's right. You found something on when we were on break.
Talking about how you guys said that Irving let LeBron James and the Cavs down.
I did
a
say
little
that.
bit. Well, I know, but that's what was brought up.
Yes.
But I think Golden State really just
got
Cavs under Kevin Love, got him aggravated. You could see it the whole game.
Right, but your third option shouldn't be the key factor.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying he hardly contributed to the overall game.
You're definitely not wrong on that one.
I mean, he was 2 for 8 from the field,
right.
0 for 3 for 3 points, and 2 for 5 on free throws.
Now, I'm not going to be that Cavs fan and like complain about the refereeing, but Kevin Love, by the time there was 9 minutes in the first quarter, he had 2 early fouls.
Right.
Like back to back. Like boom, boom. It was crazy. And then he had to sit till halftime.
But he did have 10 rebounds and 2 assists.
Right. Now, that was just him in the final minutes.
Right.
Crazy.
But, I mean, that can't take that away. But from the standpoint of scoring,
right,
he was a non-factor, like they said he was going to be this series.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That matchup against Draymond Green is just so... It's not good. Draymond Green is one of the top 4 power forwards in the league. And I hate saying that because I'm not a fan of him, but he is. You gotta respect talent when it's there. And this team just beat the Cavs. So, anywho, Kevin Durant won the MVP. Well, the series MVP.
Well deserved.
I think LeBron deserved it.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You got to be a winner.
The losing team. The only time I ever said that was the first time LeBron lost to the Warriors, and that was because
I agree. Yeah,
that he drug Matthew Dellavedova, J.R. Smith, and everyone else. Shumpert, yes, Amon Shumpert.
A.K.A. Ducky from Land Before Time.
I liked it though. I had so much fun in that series. Like, I know it was hard watching them lose, but the more I'm looking at it, I just don't think this Kevin Durant to the Warriors is very fair. Which it shouldn't be fair. They're winning for a reason.
Right.
But
like I said before, well deserved.
Yeah.
For him to get the MVP.
Now, do you know the only reason why they're in this position anyways?
No. Enlighten me.
It's because Steph Curry had ankle problems a couple years ago, and they couldn't pay him out big money because they weren't sure if he was going to be healthy enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so they paid him a very small contract in comparison, and then he became a 2-time MVP.
Yeah, well, I mean...
And then they were able to...
He had a
Kevin
good game,
Durant.
too. Curry did.
Right.
Free throws was on point. He only missed 3. 12 out of 15.
Right, but you expect that from him.
Right.
Game 2, he was 10 for 10.
10 for 10.
10 for 10
yeah.
on game 2. Wow.
But
like you said, it's expected of a player like that.
Mm-hmm.
But with LeBron James and all them, the free throw stats were not good. Irving had the best free throw for 100%, 7 for 7.
Yeah. Well, Irving, and they're just amazing shooters, but I don't know what the Warriors are going to do. Like, I don't know.
Do they need somebody else?
No.
Or
Like,
do you
this
think they
team-
should get like maybe a backup?
People need to realize how good this team is. That's what is so underrated, is how good this team is. And like 10 years from
Durant's
now, people are gonna
always
look
been
back at this
underrated.
team, nah, you can't really say that. He's been the top 5 player in the NBA for the last 10 years.
I wouldn't say when I say underrated is they doubt his ability as a player sometimes to be a team player or to be on a winning team like Golden State and
Right. And I completely understand for what you're saying on that one. It's just he's never proven it. That's why. LeBron James, they said the exact same thing.
Did he prove it now? I think he proved it.
Not really when you join the best team in the NBA.
Okay, well, you could say that about anybody that joins. You go to a team to win.
Right, but this has never been done in NBA history. No team, no number 1 team ever has gotten an MVP.
All honesty, if you talk about joining super teams, if LeBron really wanted to do that, he could have joined the Celtics back in 2011.
Right. That's the exact same thing. If LeBron would have joined the Celtics and played power forward,
Rondo,
that's what would be this. That's what would have happened.
Right.
That's the same equivalence of KD joining the Warriors, not LeBron James going to Miami and then getting an All-Star and then another All-Star.
You look at the Warriors bench compared to the Cavs. We'll take the top 3 players off the bench from each team. You got the Cavs, Shumpert. You have Richard Jefferson and Crover. Okay.
Corver. Close enough.
Yeah. And then you look at the Warriors. David West.
Right.
Iguodala. Sean Livingston. I mean, the Warriors have 7 All-Stars, former All-Stars on their team. I mean, and heck, Iguodala was the MVP coming off the bench. Did he deserve the MVP? No, LeBron should have got the MVP in 2000.
That's that's the exact point I was trying to get to a little bit ago. And that bugged me. That's the only time I've ever thought that a player from an opposing team should have won the MVP. He literally drugged that team. And the only reason why he didn't average a triple-double was because his players wouldn't make their shots.
I'm not even going to comment because, like I said, I'm not a Cleveland fan.
I know you're not. Hater.
Well, I'm not a hater of
I'm
Cleveland.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just not I'm not a hype man for LeBron. Just because of his... I mean, I'm not going to dispute anything. He's a great player, greatest of all time, whatever you want to say. But I'm not going to sit here and put on my pom-poms and cheer for him just because of his attitude sometimes.
Right.
You know, if he didn't try to be the coach, maybe, and actually tried to be a player.
Now, I think that's a lot of media over.
I don't care if it's the media or not. It's what's out there.
That's kind of
LeBron will go down in any athlete. It doesn't matter if it's tennis or football.
Right.
LeBron will go down as the most criticized athlete
ever. Yes, 100%. And it's crazy because even the people that absolutely hate him with a burning passion will never have him lower than 5 all time on their list.
Well, and see, this brings up my other point where we were talking about Kevin Durant, and see that it's just done. We're back on LeBron James. So no matter what Golden State or any other player accomplishes, it's never going to be good enough because everybody wants to talk about LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. And now let me remind you that KD, after Game 1, they were saying, "Oh my gosh, KD's so much wouldn't say LeBron."
I wouldn't say that.
That made me mad. You know why? Because this dude, if he was that much better, he would have been in the finals last year, the year before that.
After Game 1,
with a Russell Westbrook.
I mean, after Game 1, Paul Pierce saying Durant, the greatest player on earth right now. And I think the whole thing is LeBron James going to Miami shut down the big 3 in Boston, and I think that kind of ended the Boston run.
Which he said that after Game 1.
Yeah.
Pierce did.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you just look at stats of that game and say if Durant had better overall stats than LeBron that game, then yeah, you could say Kevin Durant was better that day.
Right. Well, LeBron still had a triple-double in that game.
Right.
But I think what Pierce was talking about was LeBron also had 8 turnovers in Game 1.
Right. That is true. But just... Right. But that's the thing that drives me nuts. LeBron James will have like 4 turnovers and everyone freaks out. And then the MVP of the league, Russell Westbrook, has 13 turnovers in a game and everyone's like, "Oh, look at his triple-double." That bugs me. I'm not saying that he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that, like, really?
I kind of, made a joke today to some buddies of mine, and I said, well, let's see, I know Westbrook signed that 2-year deal, but wouldn't it be like another stab in the back if Westbrook went to the Cavs and beat Durant? And
that'd be so funny.
I mean,
there'd be no place for him unless I had no way I could see it happening just because, like, his mindset, he's never leaving Oklahoma City, I don't think.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think he is. No. Now, it would be hilarious. I would love that.
But would there be a chance of Durant probably coax him over to Golden State maybe?
No.
You think?
There's no way. It's not possible contract-wise.
Contract-wise, it's not possible.
Way.
Westbrook and Curry are like Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair, if you want to do a wrestling term.
But anyways, we're going to talk that, and we're going to talk a little bit of Lonzo Ball here in a little bit.
Oh.
Yay, I know that's everyone's favorite segment, but we're going to talk some NBA draft and all that in between. This is ScoreOnAir.com, and I am your host, Corey Irwin.
This is Bob McElligott, the radio voice of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and you're listening to the new generation of sports talk radio, ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Hey guys, Matty Ice here, proud alum of the Ohio Media School. Get the training you need to get a job you will love. The Ohio Media School has classes in radio, television, sports broadcasting, and film and video production. Visit BeOnAir.com today to get started. That's BeOnAir.com.
What's good, Big Game James?
How you feeling, D.O. Jr.?
My guy, I'm super excited. High school sports is starting back, man.
Man, I'm even more excited because we got this new show starting. Tell the people what we doing, D.O. Jr.
Man, we starting the Central Ohio High School Showcase, the COHSS.
That's right. We're covering football, basketball, baseball, soccer, volleyball, and track and field. If it's in season, we own it.
Hey, you know we do this for the kids, man. You can listen live by going to ScoreOnAir.com via the TuneIn app, or watch us streaming live by going to the Score On Air YouTube channel, the COHSS, giving you nothing less, showcasing Central Ohio's best.
I'm Jake Safranco with your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Now here's the Sports Doc, Dr. Chris Stankovich.
When we think of athletes like Derek Jeter, Kobe Bryant, or Tom Brady, often the first word that comes to mind is clutch. These are the types of athletes who seem to perform their best when the pressure is on. Did you know that clutch athletes aren't necessarily born that way? But what separates them from the competition is that clutch players are not afraid to fail. That's the biggest difference. In fact, they want the ball when the game is on the line. You know, in order to really solidify this point, you might want to go back to an old Michael Jordan commercial where he talked about not how many shots he made when the game was on the line, but how many times he missed. So it's important that we note, in order to perform our best in clutch situations, we have to want the ball in those situations, and we cannot be afraid to fail. Otherwise, we will fail in clutch situations.
This has been your Sports Doc Minute, brought to you by the OHSAA and the Ohio Media School. Enrolling now, visit BeOnAir.com.
The Score wants to make you, you, a winner. Each week, ScoreOnAir.com is giving away a prize pack that'll knock your socks off.
Ouch, hey, that hurt.
How? First of all, like us on Facebook, and every Monday we will pin up a post to the top of our feed updating you on what the week's prize and contest details are. Now here, take your socks back. A winner will be selected every week at 7 p.m. Friday on our combat sports show, Tyson's Punch-Out. So give us a call or text to get qualified. This is your home for the new generation of sports talk radio and weekly prize giveaways. Here's how to qualify. Message us on Facebook at Your Score On Air or Twitter, also at Your Score On Air with your name, phone number, email, and date of birth. Or you could just simply call or text any of our live shows at 614-641-0674 and tell them you want to qualify to win t-shirts, sporting memorabilia, and more. This is your home for the new generation of sports talk radio and weekly prize giveaways. ScoreOnAir.com. The Score.
Tuesdays from 12 to 2 p.m. It's the Beermonger Sports Sessions on ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, The Score, and it's not your regular sports show.
You're listening to ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio in Columbus.
Online sports radio, WSOA ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Corey Irwin, a.k.a. The Beard, here at ScoreOnAir.com, The Score. So, I'm here with Eppley and Josh. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
I know, I ask it every time. But, so, Lonzo Ball. What were you saying when we were on the break? You were talking, you said he was out of shape at the Lakers workout?
Yeah, that's what the Lakers were reporting, that Lonzo Ball was out of shape.
Whew, that's crazy. That blows my mind. Like, that's the one thing that I thought that, like, him and his dad, that I gave them credit on, was, like, how dedicated they were to basketball.
Right.
Like, they do all this craziness on the side and everything and trying to brand and everything, all that jazz. But I thought it was supposed to be basketball is basketball. Like, I'm here to dominate.
Well, just because of preseason workout, he's out of shape. But he was one of the top basketball players in the country last year.
Right, but he also released a $500 shoe. If that doesn't say,
I say don't read too much into it. The out of shape, it's he's been working hard all of his life to get to this point.
Right.
So what if he took a little bit of time off, whatever, and been like soaked it in a little bit? Maybe that's it. That's it. What happened? But then again, it's preseason. It's training camp.
Right.
It at this point it doesn't matter. But if you when the season starts coming around and he gets drafted and everything, and then the reports are still coming out that he's out of shape or whatever it is, then you start worrying about it.
Right, but hey, I'm going to say this right now. You can't talk basketball without this man sitting right here.
The champ is here.
The champ. Now, tell him what happened. Tell him who you beat down.
I just destroyed DJ Frost.
Oh, you did?
Destroy him.
So tell us what happened. What went on with that? Because for those that don't know that they're watching it now.
The thing about it is Frost thought he was better than me. I had to check him. I beat him 21-8.
Oh my gosh, the beatdown.
He
the poor man
broke my ribs in the game. I broke my ribs.
It was for those that where can they find it? Where do they go to watch?
Well, we're making a whole highlight tape. It's going to be
top
notch.
We getting the highlight tape.
Top notch.
Yeah, I don't know how many highlights were in that game, but
about 8. It's about a good 8. About a good 8.
Now remember, 21 points. About 8 highlights.
It's not going to be that many highlights.
I get it. I got you.
Congratulations to Golden State. They followed my game plan. I talked to Steve Kerr.
Oh no! You
giving
did not
some
go
advice,
there.
did you?
Come on, man.
Ton of advice. My last name is Jordan. He has to listen to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't for Jordan. He wouldn't got no
Shots fired already. Wow. But anywho, we're talking some Lonzo Ball and how he showed up out of shape to the workout for the Lakers. The only one they did.
That doesn't surprise me.
Really?
That doesn't surprise me.
I thought they'd be 100% into basketball.
No. I mean, as much as smack talk he's been talking, that doesn't surprise me at all. He thinks it's a walk in the park.
Well, I got a question because I don't know. But is the standard bar for out of shape different from college to NBA?
No, I would say it's pretty similar. I mean, it may be a one
It's
or two
similar, but you have to be a little bit more professional about it. Like in college, if you show up over like 5 to 10 pounds overweight, I'm sure they're not going to hammer you on it. NBA, that's not tolerable. You get paid for this.
But college is you're dealing with a younger age group,
right?
In college, and if that was the case, then you got to think for this maybe 10 years ago, they were bringing in high schoolers. So, I mean, the outer shapeness can't be that much different if you was bringing someone who was literally 18.
Just like what Corey said, like the 5 to 10 pound range, they're not going to hammer it.
No.
In college.
NBA, they could.
But at the same time, Lonzo Ball, as great of a player as he is.
I don't think he's great.
Well, whatever you say.
I don't think he's good. I think Lonzo Ball is going to be the Greg Oden.
If he's 5 to 10 pounds and he's playing the way he played, are you really going to criticize that guy too much for being a little bit extra?
Yeah, I would.
Well, I know you would because you got a higher standard than everybody.
Well, it's not the higher standard. It's just he comes in with with a build. If he didn't come in with the build and the hype, and you're on LA, all those things are where you have to understand you're one of the most successfully historical franchise teams. So their Los Angeles pedigree is going to be a little bit higher than if you was in Milwaukee.
Can you say that anymore? I don't know if you can say that anymore.
I mean,
the last couple years, I call baloney on that one.
I still think you have to, just because of the lineage and legacy. It's just like with Ohio State, Michigan. If they had a down couple years, it's still Ohio State,
right?
Michigan,
but would you say that now because Magic is back in the front office?
Yeah, I mean,
he's in the front office, not back in. Sorry,
I think with Magic being back there is going to be a difference maker, and he's not. I don't think he's going to last in LA. I mean, I would be surprised if he goes past 2 years.
So with this whole, and we've been talking a lot throughout the couple weeks about how the NBA is kind of changed. It's absolutely changed. Not kind of. It's changed.
It's completely this soap opera.
Right.
It's completely. I mean, I've never seen this many fragrant baloney fouls.
Right.
Guys are flopping over like they've been clotheslined by John Bradshaw Layfield.
LeBron James go flying 20 feet after hitting his own teammate.
On record. I hate LeBron. Hashtag I hate LeBron.
Wow, that's
I hate. He is not the greatest player in the game today.
Wow.
I've been saying this since he got in the league. He is the most overhyped.
The first player to ever get a triple-double in the NBA Finals.
Oh, my gosh.
Is
Let
overrated.
it go.
Overhyped.
Let it go.
I'll give you
Ever.
I'll give you 3 reasons why he's not the greatest player in the league, and you can't even dispute these 3 things. It's
Okay.
undisputable evidence I'm giving to you.
All right, let's hear it.
No
Let's
one has
hear
ever
it.
brought this out but
Let's
me.
hear it.
Number 1, there has never in the history of the NBA been a player as athletically gifted, but as how you want to say, he's nowhere near a Kobe when it comes to clutchness.
Well, he has a higher percentage than Kobe in clutch.
How?
Let the man finish.
Kobe went 6 years without making a buzzer beater.
Because
you know this, right?
He had Derek Fisher.
Once again,
how many times?
Okay, hold up. So wait, because
Derek
LeBron
Fisher.
James will pass out of that opportunity to give the better shot, and Kobe would have just taken that shot.
How many times
that makes him
in those
a less
6 years
clutch player?
span, though? How many times did he really have to make a buzzer beater?
LeBron James is the only player in
LeBron-
the history of the NBA to get criticized for making the smart basketball decision.
There was nothing smart about. If you're the star
Passing
player,
to Kyle Korver,
No.
one of the best
No.
3-point shooters in the history of the NBA.
Absolutely.
Can you answer
Wide
that
open
for me?
three.
Then?
Absolutely not.
What?
With the Kobe, that 6-year span you brought
Yeah.
up, how many times did he actually have to make a buzzer beater, though?
He did.
25.
Huh?
25.
No.
That's
25.
25.
Over
In his
6
career.
years,
In his
25
career.
times.
In his career. 25.
In
In
his
that
career.
span, it was.
But see, that's
I
how
might look,
good
I
he
think it was
is
12.
because that's only 25 times. There weren't close games.
He's the closest to Jordan.
That's not. You can't.
Kobe's the
no.
closest to Jordan.
When I compare players in history, I don't compare Jordan to LeBron or LeBron to
Can't.
Jordan.
They're two
whatever.
totally different players.
I
They're two
compare
totally different players and two totally different positions.
the player
if you-
style.
if you're going for the
my
second
opinion,
championships.
LeBron and Magic Johnson are the only 2 players in history that could play all 5 positions on the floor and play them well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But here's
Not just playing well, being an all-star at all 5 positions.
Okay, what's the second point?
But the second point is this.
Okay.
You
First
gotta,
one
you
was
have,
not
you,
true.
You have no, it's true. You have to admit this. Second point is this. You have to admit LeBron started the super team up. LeBron started this thing. How can we hate KD?
Okay, wait, hold up. LeBron started it, so explain to me what Boston was.
I hate
What do you mean
when
what
I hate
Boston
when-
was?
I hate when that was trading. That was all trading. It was
Okay.
not. It was not. I'm going to sit here, have a thing called the decision, and basically screw Cleveland.
Right. Okay. So wait.
to get my
so wait.
ring.
Hold up. You're more butthurt at that than you are at the fact of
I'm
him
not.
actually going there. If he would have just left and gone there, or if the Cavs would have traded him,
But here's the thing about it.
It would've been different.
Would not the Cavs won the championship sooner if he stayed?
no.
No.
Okay.
Do you know who was on that team? Who was the second? Who was the second?
Nobody was on that team
When
beside him.
LeBron
But
took
still-
the 2007
still,
Cavs
even
to the
with-
finals
even
against the
with that
Spurs,
team-
who was the second leading scorer on that team?
There was no second.
Larry
Hughes.
Hughes.
Listen, Larry. That's what I said. There was a nobody.
Exactly.
So here's the thing about it.
Point invalid.
Here's the thing about
Point's
LeBron.
not invalid
No, LeBron. He started the super team up.
because he said, I want to go
LeBron did
to
not.
Miami and
And
hang
guess
out with my
what?
buddy and win a
So
championship.
check this out.
So
But
wait,
what happened after that?
what do you consider a
What
super
happened-
team then? 2 good players, 2
No,
all-stars.
No, players putting something in their own hands.
Okay.
Taking away from competitive basketball.
Okay.
Because since then, we have not had no competitive basketball. The last traditional
The
competitive.
Spurs and the Heat games were not competitive.
No, I'm talking about.
Are
as
you
far-
crazy?
I'm talking about season wise.
Come on now.
Season wise, think about this. Every team now in the NBA has about at least 2 to 3, 4 all stars on their team.
That's not true. Only the top 4 teams do.
He does make a valid point
Yeah.
because when you got both the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference getting teams in below 500, they need to
There's
switch
no,
the league up.
there's no star. You got to think about it. Every year now there's only 4 teams. All right. Third point is this: with this, LeBron has started a trend that is killing the NBA. He is the cancer of the NBA. With this now, look,
I would agree with you if LeBron would have gone to the Celtics that year instead of the Heat.
No, the Heat.
I wouldn't want it.
No.
That's the most.
As
Think
a
about
Celtics fan, no.
That's a
Think
lie
about
because
this.
you guys would have won like 6 championships.
No.
in
I
a
don't
row.
care championships or not.
That's
No.
a lie, sir.
Think about this.
Anyways.
Think about it. There's only 4 good teams now left in the whole NBA. Every year we're guaranteed to see
There's
Warriors,
2.
Cavs. Every
There's
year.
2 good teams left in the NBA.
Spurs. You can't negate the Spurs.
Yes, you can.
Boston.
You can't ignore Spurs.
Oh yeah. How'd the Eastern Conference Finals go again?
Yeah, we already discussed that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Boston's
Anyways,
a solid team.
that does it for our show, NBA Slam, here at ScoreOnAir.com. I appreciate everyone for watching and listening. Oh, what's up?
Friday, 1 o'clock, listen to my show, Victory Lane.
Oh, that's
We'll
right.
talk
Let's go
about
through
NASCAR.
Shows? You said you have any
All
shows
things
yet or anything
racing.
coming up?
I don't have a new show yet because I'm just getting started, but I'm coming up with an idea, and it's going to be hopefully football. It's going to be called the 2-Minute Warning.
Alrighty, stay tuned. Any contact information, how folks reach out to y'all?
Facebook, Victory Lane.
All right, Facebook, Victory Lane. And yourself?
I have nothing coming up.
Wow.
I am going to have a DJ over DJ.
Sounds about right from a Warriors fan, though.
I'm not a Warriors fan. I'm an Mavericks fan.
All right, anyways, we've already gone over by a couple minutes, but I appreciate all of y'all for listening. Thank you. Tune in again. This is ScoreOnAir.com, The Score.
Broadcasting from the Score on Air.
Are you a sports fan? Do you have a mobile phone? Great, that's all you need to stay up to date with ScoreOnAir.com, the new generation of sports talk radio, with original talk shows starting every 2 hours, covering every sport from every angle.
From basketball
To hockey.
to martial arts.
Fantasy football.
We cover all Ohio sports. Just go to ScoreOnAir.com or download the TuneIn Radio app and search Score On Air. You'll be part of the action in no time. Whether you're stuck in traffic, at the grocery store, studying at the library, anywhere for that matter. Tune in anytime to get your sports fix. Follow us on social media or go to ScoreOnAir.com for even more original content, including play-by-play of local high school and college games, sports articles, and podcasts. ScoreOnAir.com is your home for the best analysis, coverage, and lukewarm sports takes. The best part, we're broadcasting live right here in Columbus.
Oh, wait.
IO.
Score